Good morning, everyone. This is M4J, and welcome back to the channel, where today we are going to be talking about the Constructa T-34 100, if that's how you pronounce the name. So, before I get into the upgrades, or not the upgrades, the statistics real quick, I want to take a look at how you should upgrade this tank, and then we'll start getting into the statistics, talking about what makes this tank so special, and etc, etc. So, upgrades. Definitely recommend the turret first, and the gun. The stock turret's actually not too much different from the upgraded turret in the way of armor. You're still going to be able to bounce things with the stock turret like you are with the upgraded turret. And it's this 85mm that you really want to get rid of. It's got good DPM, about 2,300, which is not bad at all, with a 5-second reload doing 200 damage, and it has nice HE as well that does 300 damage. However, you only have 126 penetration with your standard rounds and 167 with your premium rounds. So you definitely want to go for the turret and then the 100mm gun, as you're going to have significantly better penetration and also have a slightly better punch, and then you're going to want to follow it up with the engine and the tracks. So, statistics. This tank doesn't have hull armor. Only 45mm. It's going to be very rare if you get any bounces, even if you're trying to angle it. And a smasher, KV2s, those kind of things, they're going to be able to HE you in the front. So you definitely don't want to expose your hull too much. You have a decently strong turret. It's only 90mm thick in the front. But the cheeks, as you can see here, the cheeks aren't very big. So if you can wiggle it side to side, it's not that hard to catch a few shots with the gun mantlet, the gun, or to get one to ricochet off the side. But you can't wiggle it too far to the side, because then the side of your turret becomes weak at about this angle or so. So just small wiggles back and forth, and you should be able to get a few bounces. But of course, there's also that big cupola on top that you have to watch out for. It has a 290mm view range, which is not at all that bad. It's not the best, but 290 meters, I will take that in a medium tank any day. And it also has 40% concealment, which isn't great either, but it's not bad. Firepower, it doesn't have the greatest DPM, only 2,100, but that alpha damage, you're punching 280 damage per shot, and it has really nice heat rounds with 250mm penetration. On the downside of that, it's heat, so you're not going to be able to shoot through that spaced armor. So if you come across, like, an E75, for example, yeah, you can get them in the lower plate, and you can penetrate them in the front of the turret, but don't try to shoot them in the side, because you're not going to go through. But other than that, 175mm penetration with the armor piercing is not bad at all. It's got 3.8 second aiming time and 0.38 dispersion, which, again, not great, but not bad either. And 7 degrees of gun impression. It's not 8 degrees, but it's not 5 or 6 degrees either. So, it's nothing special. It's decent, but nothing special. And I do want to mention here, high explosive. You do have the nice 350 alpha damage with the HE, but the 50mm penetration, I find it has actually been letting me down. I don't use much HE at all. I do have 5 rounds, but I mostly save them for clearing targets rather than doing more damage to those lightly armored vehicles. Although, if you know that you're going to be able to go through, by all means, do use it. But I don't use the HE very much on this tank, because the 50mm penetration just kind of lets you down. It has a top speed of 50 with a 20.3 power to weight ratio, which isn't that bad. And it's fairly mobile. 48.6 turret turn rate, not great there, but it does have a nice hull turn rate with 66.2 degrees and a fairly decent terrain crossing capability. Compared to the T-43, for example, I think this feels a little bit more sluggish, although it might just be me. Equipment-wise, definitely going to want to go with the gun rammer. You could also run calibrated shells, which will boost your heat round penetration up to 275 if you find that you're dipping into the gold a lot. But I use the gun rammer. You don't come across many tanks that you can't penetrate with 175mm penetration. And even then, the majority of tanks that do have more armor than you will be able to go through, like a VK100 and stuff, they've got too much spaced armor. But aside from that, if you're trying to penetrate them head-on at an angle, you're doing it wrong. So I personally, I go with the gun rammer. I don't use the calibrated shells. I don't feel that it is worth it. For the improved modules, if it had, I'm just going to run with this one. It doesn't really matter. Your pick on those two. I'm going to go for the improved optics, enhanced gun laying drive, and vertical stabilizers to make you more accurate on the move, and so that way you won't have to aim for quite as long. Definitely improved assembly, and also engine accelerator. So now let's take a look at this tank in the game, and we'll see just how you have to play this tank in order to do well in it. So the first thing I want to mention off is that you have to be aware of the matchmaking. As you can see here, we are top tier. They have 4 tier 7s on their team, a T-43 and a T-71, as well as 2 TDs. So I want to be aggressive, but at the same time, their tanks are better than me in some capability, so I'm not going to be ultra aggressive. I'm going to kind of sit back a little bit and let my team take the hits for me, and I'm just going to dish out the damage from the second line. And that's how you have to play this tank. It's very rare when you can go front line at all, unless there's like maybe 2 tier 7s and you're one of them, and there's just the rest of them are all tier 6s. You have to read the matchmaking, or the lineup. You have to know the map in order to play this tank well. So I'm just going to poke up right here and see if I can't get a shot on this T-71 as he drives by. Okay, there we go. We take us off his track. Don't really do any damage to him, unfortunately. Are we going to be able to reload in time? Not quite. I didn't want to waste my adrenaline just for a single T-71 running along there. So now I'm going to try to push up here and see if I can't get my gun down enough to hit these guys. Not quite. 7 degrees of gun impression is not exactly great. We do manage to get a very nice round into the turret of that VK-28. And now I'm going to start to push along here. Can we spot that T-43? Not quite. And maybe I can use this as a little bit of cover. Let's poke out, see if we can take out the VK. There we go. There goes the VK. There's the SU-152. I'm going to start pushing forward. And there goes our SU-100M1. Alright, I'm going to rush this SU here. I don't want to take any shots from anybody. But if we can take this big gun out of the game, then that will definitely be helping our team. So I think my team's going to be able to take him out. Can we get this T-43? Nope, he just dropped down there. There's this ARL-44, and unfortunately he is not AFK. So I'm still spotted. I'm going to just run around this building here and try to get behind this guy. Let's tell my team to come and assist me with attacking him. Alright, now I'm going to put on the adrenaline where I have a chance to farm a little bit of damage on this ARL. Gonna go for his turret there. He's about to be taken out. Unfortunately, we don't lose any health points from that guy. But this tank, it's a team playing tank. You can't go off on your own. You don't have the armor, you don't have the firepower. There's nothing truly special about this tank. You just have to play with the team. And for me, that's not very easy. I like to be the one influencing the battle. I like to dominate the game in some more aggressive tanks, like the T-34-1, for instance. You can't do that in this tank. It's not like the Skoda T-27 where you can just kind of push up into a position, poke out, and just unleash your entire clip on them. While this does have nice alpha damage, it's nothing like the Skoda T-25 is in terms of burst damage. So you definitely just have to sit back, play a little more passively than you normally would, and then when it's time, that's when you move in and make your play. So I'm going to come around here and see if I can't get a little bit more damage on the icebreaker. Unfortunately, he is over there. I'm probably not going to be able to get any more shots off this game. Oh, here's this T-71. Oh, and I missed that shot very badly. We do get a very nice bounce from him. Probably not going to bounce anything else. Can I get another round onto him? Oh, yes. Thank you. Jump off. Oh, actually, no, we didn't take any damage. Alright, let's see if we can't get another round. Yes, we do. Set him on fire, and we take him out. So a fairly good game there in the T-34-1. Nothing truly special. I managed to pull off 2 kills, get 1,700 damage or so, and a fairly nice game at that. So, another thing I want to bring up about this tank. If you are a free-to-play scrub like I am, then if you grind your tanks from 75% crew XP, like I usually do, you've no doubt noticed there are some tanks where you can have them at lower crew XP, and they're actually fairly good. But whenever there are some other tanks, for example, where they just absolutely suck, or you just do terrible in them, all the way up until you get to like 95 or more % crew XP, then it's suddenly like the last 1% that you get from 99 to 100%, it's like it unlocks more potential than the entire 25% of this tank did in the first place. Alright, so we have pushed up to this bush. We are doing some spotting for our team here. I can't quite I'm unable to get those shots off, so I'm just going to bide my time. I'm going to wait for a tank that I can actually hit. We'll go for that Helsing there. There we go. Get a nice round into him, and I'm going to pull back. And I'm actually not spotted, so I'm going to poke back out again, waiting for some of these tanks to expose themselves. There is the T-34 too, but again, I can't penetrate him. So I'm actually playing a little bit more aggressively than I should be in this kind of matchup. I'm at a bottom tier. I don't have the greatest penetration, although 175 certainly isn't bad either. So I need to be very, very careful. There's the C-34 too. Let's get around into him, and now I'm going to pull back and try to get away. So my team's gone to base C. I'm going to turn around, I'm going to relocate, and I'm going to try to head over there. Our mill is coming over here, but the enemy team has gone to base A, so I don't want to stick around with that. But back to what I was saying now that oh, no, never mind. Okay, we've got an IS here, and oh, no, I'm not going to mess around with the WZ-111. Okay, let's get over here. Let's come around here, and here we go. As you can see, this tank, it's not, no. It's not the most mobile. It takes a little bit to get up to speed. It doesn't have bad mobility, but it does take a bit to get up to speed. Alright, so this IS is pushing us. My heavy tank's helping me. I'm just going to see if I can't unload my max roll into him, and there we go. We take him out, and let's get around and see if we can't hit this WZ. Alright, VK, please don't push me. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to get around behind this WZ over here, and I'm going to try and get... our team's not doing very good. Alright, let's get around behind this WZ, and he goes behind the building. It's currently 4 versus 5. No, he is paying attention. Okay, so we put around into his lower plate, dropping him down to a little bit above half health. Let's hope there's nobody sitting over there waiting for me. I should be behind this VK, but I'm just going to sit here and capture the base. I'm going to come over here, see if I can't get around into the T-34-2 or the Helsing. Because as we know, the Helsing's OP, T-34-2 is a very solid tank, and he doesn't have quite as good gun depression as I do. I completely flubbed that shot. I'm probably going to take a nasty round from the T-34-2. Ooh, I bounced the Helsing, though. Alright, so I'm just going to push over here. There goes the Helsing. T-34-2 does not have the 122mm gun. I take another round from him, but I should be able to clear him with my next shot if RNG is on my side, and there we go. So that guy's out of here. It's now a 3 versus 2, looking a lot more likely that we are going to win this. So putting round into this Emil 1951 Viking. I don't want to push him. I know I'm pretty much a 2-shot to him, and it's now a 2 versus 2. Alright, we need to go for this RHM here. And I also need to spot for my SU. This is not good. He is completely out of position. And there goes the SU. Alright, 1 versus 2. I know I'm not going to be able to carry. I'm the low tier. They're both tier 8s, and there's the M-Mill. Alright, there's the RHM. Hope, please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Okay, there we go. Get a nice HE. Oh! We get a bounce from him, too. Alright, and yeah, not going to happen. I need to move. I can win on cap points. We have enough. If I can just run away, then I can live. And we can win the game with victory points. It's gonna be tight. It really is gonna be tight. I want to see if I can't use this tree here and knock it down without... Okay, there we go. There goes the tree. Okay, can we use this tree to spot the mill? There's the RHM. Get around into him. Okay, we can do this. Yes. GG. Well played, red team. But we still managed to pull off a 1 versus 2 with our T-34-1, and the mills could probably... Oh, never mind. Okay, good game there. So not too bad. Again, as you saw, we had to be very passive. We still managed to get the damage out, 2,700 damage, with good use of our HE, fair play to the RHM and to the Emil, and a very nice game there indeed. Before I go into a battle again, so I don't get distracted, what I was trying to say, is this is one of those tanks where it's whenever you've got it at 99% crew and then you get it to 100% crew, that 1% difference seems to make more of a change in this tank than the entire 24% before. It's one of those for you free-to-play people like me. If that made any sense. Okay. We are on whatever this map is. I cannot currently remember the name of it, but we're at bottom tier. I know I have good view range. They have some very dominant tanks on their team, if in fact the WZ was from the last round. I'm going to go to base B. I'm going to do a little bit of spotting for my team, because I have that nice 290 meter view range. I'm going to try and do a little bit of spotting for my team and get a couple of rounds off into the enemy heavies while they're driving by. And I do apologize, I do have a little bit of hiccups right now. Okay, we're over here. Do I see anyone? No, I don't, but we're just gonna wait. Also, another thing I wanted to mention in this video is the sound any better? I thought I had worked on it some. I'm not sure if the sound's actually better, but please tell me in the comments down below if the sound effects is a little bit better. If not, then I will continue trying to work on that. So back into the game. J Panther capturing base B. We know there's two tanks right there. There's the Tiger P. Okay, we take his track off. Hopefully we can get a little bit of assisted damage. And yes, there we go. 672 assisted damage there. Let's wait a couple seconds. Okay, our camo's reset. Maybe we can get around to this Annihilator. There we go. Get one round to that Annihilator. And now let's pull back and reset our camo again. Alright. Let's see. J Panther is being aggressive. J Panther seems to know what he's doing, although I can't say that for sure. He's pushing. He's setting the pace for our team. That's a very good thing. I like that. I like you, Mr. J Panther. Let's get around to this Tiger 2 and pull back. Okay. J Panther, I appreciate what you're doing. You're being very aggressive in setting the pace for our team. Oh dear. Okay, we got spotted there. Unfortunately, I can't push with you. Our team just sits up on the hill. And you got dead. You got dead. Okay, Tiger 2. I want to hit you. Oh. Okay, there we go. Don't quite get a high roll there, but we do manage to put a round in. And I need to relocate. This is not a good spot for me right now. Don't kill the Annihilator. Just take his track off. I'm being wrecked. I need to go. Got set on fire there. Yeah, this is not good. I should have moved before, but I was too busy talking that I didn't. There's the Tiger P. I'm gonna shoot this Tiger P while he's distracted. Let's farm this Tiger P a little, and of course, he gets a very fortunate bounce. Team. Oh, never mind. Okay, another very unfortunate bounce for us. Guys, come get this Tiger P. Thank you, Annihilator. I'm gonna start pushing on this Tiger P. Bye-bye, enemy Annihilator. Get out of here. Okay, there's the Tiger P again. I don't want to push. I know there are WZs around there somewhere. And we're going to do it. Okay, never mind. There goes the Tiger P. I'm probably risking myself for nothing. Can I reset my camo? Let's do that. Let's reset our camo. Okay. There's the Tiger 2. There we go. Reset the cap. There's the WZ. He is being a nice little guy. Let's see if we can't get around into his lower plate. There we go, but he's going to reload before I can get around to his side. Oh, yes. Okay, there we go. Of course, he puts on the reactive armor. I'm going to try to jam him up here. Nope. GG. My T-49's capturing base B. He hasn't really done anything this round. The Annihilator's trying to do something, but he gets taken out. So, fairly good game there. Another game in the T-43. Didn't quite work out against that WZ. He was a fairly good player as well. But so that is all for today, folks. I hope that you learned a bit on the T-34-100 in this video. If you did, please leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and be sure to comment down below what you thought about the sound and etc. This is M4J, over and out.